Hi Elizabeth, how's it going? I just saw the video of you driving and singing along to a song. Sounded interesting. Animal somebody. Are you wearing a beautiful blue-green moon-coloured shirt? Top thing. I don't know what women's clothes are like. I don't know anything anymore. I just saw a little girl riding one of those little pairs of wheels that you stand on. And it was like it was an extension of her body. She's cyborg. So if the tech's good, your car's good. But be careful. I just got slightly scared when I saw the way your mood changed when you heard US 101 North. Maybe that's just because you were thinking what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about, just now, as I said that, I was thinking about George W. Bush, and the trouble with this town is there's too much second guessing speech. That was shocking. But I was impressed by that speech. Check what people were wearing. That was just Bush 1, wasn't it? On their shirts. Gotta calm that stuff down, I think. This China thing, I don't know what's going on. The only thing I believe from China are the faces of the women doing synchronized swimming. That guy that came and visited me in China, that when I told him I wanted a Huawei phone, just before they arrested the CFO in Canada. There was a hell of a thunderstorm the night that I posted that Chinese ghost story trailer from the recent remake, and I just discovered the 1966 remake. And I don't know how much of the stuff that I post that you see. It's crazy, fucking crazy, and it scares me. It was a better day today than yesterday for me. I was much less dissociated. I still forgot a few things, but it was because I was thinking about other things. And I could remember what the other things were that I was thinking about. The kind of dissociation I had before was bizarre, you know. This morning I said to Julia Hawkins, I think, in quite a loud voice in the coffee room in the downstairs coffee room in the DAMTP at Cambridge. It was the coffee room where I used to have my lunch alone because it was the only place to sit that was away from your desk, and the only other person in there was Stephen Hawking and his nurse feeding him. But at afternoon coffee it was full of people, and I was with Julia Hawkins, and I said something to her. I said, you know those moments you have when you're walking along and you forget what you came into the room for, and you forget how you got there even. And I said, what I want to know is, who was it that walked across the room? And I remember some guy sitting next to her, overhearing the conversation, looked up and his eyes widened. Didn't talk to me, of course. Yeah, that was a funny place, that. And did I tell you, when Stephen Hawking, at the first Christmas party after my daughter was born, Stephen Hawking wanted to hold her because he loved babies. That's what Sue, who was his secretary at some point. If you look at the dedication in A Brief History of Time, you'll see her name in the, I think it's the forward. He mentions thanks to Sue somebody or other, and that's her. She said to me, Stephen likes babies, and can he meet your daughter? And she took my daughter off. It was quite funny, really. When little babies can't really hold, they haven't got enough neck muscles to hold their heads up. And that's the age she was. She was only 2 months, 3 months. It was December, and she was born in October 11th, so she was 2 and a bit months old. And Stephen Hawking's can't hold his neck up either. He's like this. Sometimes the dribble coming out of his mouth. And my daughter looking like this, the same. I thought it was hilarious, but I didn't laugh about it. We spent a long time with her. I guess he was trying to learn physics. She should have been trying to learn physiology. He's a bit confused that way, like Benjamin fucking Franklin. He's learning physiology when he should have been learning physics. Like cutting holes in women's heads and stuff in London. I mean, what a lovely guy. And then he goes off to America and he starts a white witchcraft hunt. I mean, and, oh God, what a mess that organization is. The Treaty of Paris, my ass. I could go on, but I don't want to ruin our evening. But that was some classy FaceTime until US 101 North came up. Maybe talk to Oliver. Fucking hell. There's lots of stuff working quite nicely now, I get the feeling. I'm starting to invent lines like turning myself into Rubber Duck just because I heard that song. But I swear that the version of Convoy that I saw in the cinema in Ludlow, when it came out in the cinema, and it was like before we had a TV. I think we did have a TV. We just got a TV at the time, and I was in my kind of Starsky and Hutch watching phase. Starsky and Hutch and the Dukes of Hazzard. And that came on, and God, that was a good movie. It really gripped me, and I loved the song. And the song then there that sounds like it's, was made yesterday, but it really, to me, it sounds like the one I heard. It was a macho, great song, and I completely understood why people became truck drivers. And I thought, well, that kind of. It's like a kind of foundation stone for my image of kind of working class Americans. That was it. I thought they were fucking great. So be careful, baby. Look after your rig, and your rig will look after you. I love you like crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I imitate you even now, don't I? Have you noticed?